What is up? For some reason on the computer one, it did not play our intro video. So sorry for that. But if you guys are on the telephone, it did play on there. So welcome. We are here for the 49ers versus Colts Monday Night Football. So this is going to be a good one, I think. I hope that the 49ers lose, honestly. But I don't think that will happen. I think the Colts right now are not playing their best football. Obviously, they don't have their starting quarterback in Daniel Jones, the Daniel Jones guy himself. So it's going to be a little tough for them to win, obviously. But I still think that there is an option. There is a universe where the Colts can win this game. But we're just going to have to wait up and see. So finally back again, boys and girls, men and women. We are here in the new Vento household. Obviously, everything behind me is not set up yet to my perfection and to my standards. So for now, we're going to have this nice little overlay here in my background. So please bear with me. Hopefully, it's only a few more weeks. Hopefully, on the last Monday Night Football game, I will have everything set up. Right now, we're getting everything set up upstairs because Christmas is right around the corner. Have family on the way, and I have to make sure that all the living spaces are up to par. Not with some pigsties everywhere. But yeah, other than that, everybody, I hope you guys are all doing well. Looks like Gerhard Brar is here. He says, need a title change. Oh, yes, I do need a title change. I can go change that for sure. But yeah, obviously 49ers versus Colts. Let me go change it in the YouTube app, and everywhere else I have to change it later. That is one thing that I forgot to change. Thank you very much, Brar. Let's see. 49ers. Colts. Save that. Now, I don't know if it's going to change automatically, but it will change on some of these videos on YouTube, but everywhere else I will have to go manually change it later. So, like I said, bear with me. We're just getting back into the swing of things. So it should be all right, in my opinion, as we get closer and closer to the end of football, sadly. It says, yo, Vince, what's the login for StreamYard? That is an AJ question. I do not know, to be honest. Mine stays logged in, so I have zero clue. I do believe it is the email that we have for NSP, so you can try that one. And I can message you what I think the password is, but again, I'm not 100% sure. So as we have Philip Rivers here for the Colts, starting off everything. But yeah, pretty crazy. He almost beat the Seahawks this past week. So yeah, pretty crazy. It might be AJ's personal email then. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so that's an AJ question if he can get back to you. If you're trying to get on with me, that'd be cool. I'd be down skis. As Philip Rivers tries to heave this down to Pittman on the first play of the game besides the kickoff. So it looks like they're going to try their best to air it out with Philip Rivers. They're going to use him while he can still sling the rock. Love to see it, honestly. Yeah, just a little underthrown there. He's got to get back to game speed as well as like new NFL wide receiver speeds with that arm of his. He says, well, I got logged out. Was going to try to go live for a few quarters at least. Okay. Yeah, just ask AJ. If you don't, it's okay. I think I'll be able to manage. It's not too bad, honestly. Hopefully it's a good game. I think the 49ers will make it a good game. I just hope that the Colts and Philip Rivers can as well. Ali YouTube says, hi, how's it going, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. He says, hi, question mark? Don't worry, man. I'll get to you. I will get to you for sure. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 15 after the penalty on the Colts there. So should be pretty crazy here. Let's see. They're obviously going to air it out. They give it to Jonathan Taylor, and JT finds an avenue. Gets about 6 or 7 yards. Let's see. He says, what? I'm a small content creator. Hey, so are we, I guess you could say. Welcome to the stream. It says, what time do you think is going to win? Or what team do I think is going to win? Probably the 49ers, honestly, but I'm hoping the Colts win, because if that happens, then that means the 49ers cannot win the NFC West division. As you can see, I am a Seahawks fan here, Seattle Seahawks fan. So not hoping for the downfall of the 49ers, but if we get one step closer to winning the division, that's fine by me. So yeah. So Ollie says, I only have 41 subs. Okay, not too bad. How long have you been streaming? It takes a while sometimes, especially depending on what the comment is. It says, I'm an Eagles fan. Awesome. Well, probably where you're watching, I had the title as the Eagles versus Chargers because that was last week's game. So barely changed that. So if you do refresh, it should change the title here on YouTube, as I have changed that up. So now it is the 49ers versus Colts. So should be all right, in my opinion. But yeah, I changed those there. I would have to go on like Facebook as well as Twitch in order to change that, but bear with us. It says like 40 days. Oh, that's a subscriber a day, man. That's pretty good. It says my friend helps me out. What kind of content do you stream? Because we love to help small streamers here. As I feel like we're still a small streamer as well. Max says, I like the Seahawks a little bit. What do you like about them, Mac? Tell me what you love about them. Because obviously it's probably defense. But yeah, we have a great defense. So pretty awesome. I don't stream. Do you make video content? Like what kind of video content do you make? So far, what do you guys think about the season here in 2025? About to go into 2026. I do believe we will have one more weekend of football in the 2025 year, and then we'll be surely close to week 18 there in January, and starting the playoffs throughout January with the Super Bowl on February 8th, I believe. First week of February. Should be a great one, in my opinion. It says, yeah, like funny videos and filter games. They have a good offense and defense. Yeah, we do. We have a great special teams too, to be honest. So with Shaheed now as our kick returner and punt returner, playing lights out. Love it. 2 touchdowns already. Only been with the team for about 4 or 5 weeks. So playing tremendous. Alrighty here. 3rd and 8. Been a long 4 plays here to start the game off. Penalties, timeout, everything. Philip Rivers slings it. Got JT there going for about 15 to 20 yards. Max says, Merry Christmas. Yes, we are almost there to Christmas, guys. Definitely going to be a great time. I will be releasing a video on Christmas Day of the power rankings for the top 10 NFL teams. I also do the categories from 11 to 32. I put those videos out every Thursday. It's just been really busy moving into the new house, so I haven't done them the past 2 weeks. But we do have a Discord as well. If you do want to join the Discord, let me know. I will get the link for you and put it in the comments. So we have a Discord, and it is popping. majority of the time. So if you want to join, just let me know. It says, Merry Christmas, bro. Hope the Colts get the win. Right? It'd be so awesome for the 49ers to lose and the Colts to get the win. Phillip Rivers to get his first win back. There you go. Another dump off there to Jonathan Taylor, I believe. Only goes for a few yards, so it's going to be about 2nd and 8. I'm in Australia, but I was born in San Diego. Oh, San Diego Superchargers. Back when the Chargers used to be in San Diego instead of LA. Merry Christmas. The Colts should win. I hope so. He says, I liked. Yes, make sure you like the video, guys. Helps out the algorithm. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed. But I do kind of recognize y'all's names. I think y'all have been here before, so hopefully y'all loved it and you guys are back and ready. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw there to Warren, the rookie tight end for the Colts. Luckily, it wasn't picked off as there were 3 San Francisco 49ers colliding there, trying to break up the pass, and one of them could not get their hands on the ball. So Colts are still in field goal range, and they are hoping to get over this 3rd and 7, like they just did a little while ago with the 3rd and 8. It says, but I feel bad for Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, it is what it is. Injuries happen. I think this is the 2nd time that Patrick Mahomes has had a pretty bad injury that's going to keep him out for an extended period of time. Ooh, and Pittman with the under route there gets the first down. There is a flag, though, so let's see if this is coming back. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes, one of the best to do it in football at this point in time. It is debatable to see if he is going to be one of the greats. In my opinion, he probably already is right there. And if he retired today, he'd probably make it into the Hall of Fame with just what he's done so far. But yeah, other than that, I mean, they aren't making the playoffs, so this is a good time for him to regroup with the team, see where the team's going to be at next year, and see when Patrick Mahomes will come back to play, because it should be somewhere around mid-season after that ACL tear. So we'll see what happens with that. But 3rd and 12 now with the penalty on the Colts. So they erase the first down and they push themselves back right at the brink of field goal range there for about like a 50-yarder or something. So let's see. Phillip Rivers tosses the rock, and it looks like they get the first down again, boys and girls. Josh Downs gets the first down right by a couple of inches. What a great sequence so far by the Colts. I love what I'm seeing against this young defense in the 49ers. What a great spin move on D. Winters there. Phillip Rivers, 3 for 5, 49 yards passing already. Warren gets the ball here, and he gets about 3 or 4. So it looks like they are going down here throughout everything. So it says hello. How's it going, Ollie? What's up? But yeah, so far the Colts are grinding it out. Shane Steichen. Let's see what Shane and Phillip got here. 2nd and 7. Again, trying to stay beyond, the sticks is always a good thing. So they're getting these little dunk down passes. It looks like they got an offsides call. And he passes it to Pierce for the touchdown. So it looks like that offsides call is not going to matter. The Colts here have a touchdown, and it will stand. 20-yard reception to Alec Pierce. Phillip Rivers is tossing the rock against this young San Francisco defense. Love to see it. So as we wait for the pending field goal kick, extra point, I'm going to update the score prematurely, expecting that the kicker here is going to make this. So hope he does, because if not, then I got to do this again. but he does make it, makes it 7-0. So let me go ahead and update the scoreboard here. Let's see, there we are. And there we go, 0-7. Colts are winning. Yes. But we cannot take it away from the San Francisco 49ers. They do have a good offense. Let's see what they can do with Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, Kittle, a couple other guys, Jennings still out there. But yeah, not so bad so far, boys and girls. Obviously, Colts look like they want to get a win here. They're trying their best to stay in the playoff picture. So, again, still a lot to play for in Week 16 as we come down to the wire. So right now, the Colts are sitting out 2 games from a good playoff spot. They are 8-6, and the only way to get in right now at this point in time is either for the Jacksonville Jaguars to lose out every single game and the Indianapolis Colts to win out so they could win the division, or they just win 2 games, hope that the Houston Texans lose their next 2 games as well, and hope that they make it in, basically. So there's still life there for the Indianapolis Colts, but it is looking very bleak. It is basically out of their hands to get themselves into the playoffs. So that is what we're looking at so far on the AFC side. But grateful that my Seahawks on the other side are leading the NFC, sitting in the number 1 position, tied with the best record in the league with the Denver Broncos as well as the New England Patriots, sitting at 12-3. Just beat the Rams in a great game. Was the best game of the year in my opinion, as well as for a lot of people. But yeah, so pretty good. Obviously, a team that's playing tonight, the San Francisco 49ers, have clinched a playoff spot for sure with the Detroit Lions loss, as well as the Green Bay Packers. I believe they lost as well. They lost to the Chicago Bears. So Seattle, Chicago, Philadelphia, the Rams, and San Francisco are all in the playoffs. For sure, there's nothing that can happen in the rest of the NFL season that could kick them out. So there are only 2 spots left, and that's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers trying to fight it out for that division, as well as the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, and that is it. Those 3 teams are fighting for the 7th seed, or at least a spot in the playoffs, but most likely the 7th seed. So getting pretty feisty out here, but it looks like we're finally chiseling out who's going to be in the playoffs thus far. Oh, they're showing the blown coverage here. He bit, switched his hips, and it was over. Alec Pierce had him. But awesome. Phillip Rivers is fired up. A grandfather tossing the rock here. But yeah, they showed the graphic for last week's game, the Colts versus the Seahawks. Phillip Rivers only had 120 yards passing, and he already has 73 here on the first drive of the game. So as you can tell, Seahawks defense is really good. And so far, this young 49ers defense is giving up just a little bit too much for comfort, and that's why they lead 7-0 here so far. All right, Brock Purdy tosses the rock. Oh, he gets Kittle there. Wow, what a great catch. Came back to the ball. Saved Brock Purdy just a little bit there. If any of those corners or safeties were playing on the ball, might have been a little bit of a breakup, or even even maybe a interception. Yeah, it gets right behind them. Oh, it's 2 linebackers actually. So linebacker, tried his best to play that, but George Kittle coming back to it made the difference there. So looks like the San Francisco 49ers are already in field goal range as we get another pass here. And it looks like it is that McCaffrey? Yeah, it's McCaffrey. So if you have McCaffrey in fantasy, you are loving it so far that he's getting the ball in the second play of the offensive first drive here for the 49ers. I'm assuming he's going to get quite a bit of points this game because they're going to need to lean on him and Kittle. Obviously, they have Kendrick Moore and Juwan Jennings out there. So I'm not too sure if Pearsall is healthy at this point in time. Have not been paying attention too much to the 49ers. But yeah, so a lot of stuff that is going on that's crazy right now. So first down and 10, McCaffrey gets the ball again. Exactly what they need there from their superstar running back. Yeah, that offensive line is pushing people around. Forrest Buckner got pushed around, and there was a big gaping hole there for McCaffrey. This one, not so much. He's got to run to the edge here, only gets about 2 yards. Wow. Yards per rush there. The defense of the Colts is actually ranked first on how many yards per carry that they allow, basically. Yeah, 2nd and 8 here. Getting close to the red zone as Purdy airs it out. And he gets, who is that? Number 5? Oh, that's Robinson. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's weird. I just have not recognized Demarcus Robinson at the number 5 with the number 5 jersey. So definitely different there. There you go. We had a 20-yard touchdown pass from Phillip Rivers, and now we have a 22-yard touchdown pass from Brock Purdy. So looks like we get one for each of the receivers that usually is not the recipient of these touchdowns in Alec Pierce and Demarcus Robinson. But hey, to each their own. This is week 16 of football, and everybody's fighting for an opportunity to put themselves higher in the playoffs or just make the playoffs with these 2 teams. So still the first quarter. I will change this score right now. It is now 7-7. A good game so far. I hope it stays this way because there's nothing better than being live for a really good game. Touchdown. Let's see. Let's add this. And now we got the updated score there. Let's see. But yeah, so those of you who just joined, let me know down in the comments how your team is doing in the NFL. Are they in the playoffs? Have they solidified a playoff spot, or are they still duking it out? Obviously, in the AFC and NFC, it seems like there are some solidified teams already that are in the playoff mix and should not be exempt. Obviously, the AFC is still up in the air for a lot of teams. Only 2 teams have clinched, and nobody has outright won their division just yet. But looks like Denver and New England, sitting at 12-3, are sitting right there in the 1 and 2 spot. And in the NFC, which is a little bit more solidified at this point in time, we have 5 teams that have already clinched a playoff berth. Philadelphia has already clinched their division, so they will be for sure in the 3rd spot unless Chicago or the Seahawks lose and give up that spot there. But looking pretty good there for the NFC side. A lot of teams are already eliminated, like the Giants, Cardinals, Commanders. the Saints, the Falcons, and the Dallas Cowboys on the NFC side. Over here on the AFC side, the Vegas Raiders, Cleveland Browns, Tennessee Titans, the Jets, Cincinnati Bengals, Miami, Kansas City are all eliminated here. I also do believe that the Baltimore Ravens are also just freshly eliminated after their loss this past week. So definitely a lot going on here. Baltimore actually might still have a bleak chance if they can beat Pittsburgh. Actually, I think it might be done for them. I don't know. I would have to double check. But Mac says, "What's the easiest way to get subscribers?" I don't know. I guess just good content, in my opinion. When we first started out, it was pretty rough. Oh, it looks like the Colts may have fumbled that ball there. Let's see if the whistle was blown down or not. But it looks like Abdullah coughs up the ball, and the 49ers so far have the ball. But yeah, good subscribers. Just people who love your content, basically. It's always going to be hit and miss on certain videos, but as much as you can try, yeah, basically, as much as you try to make a good video, just making sure that the target audience is the one who are watching it. So for us football fans, we put a lot of keywords about football. We put the NFL teams out there. We also put some keywords like YouTube or some type of keyword that'll get people when they search up or get on an app. Your video can pop up on the algorithm. There you go. And Kittle gets the ball there. It looks like it's going to be another first down. They are already inside the red zone. So this is where they could definitely pull away, getting already a turnover against the Colts there, and hopefully trying to turn this into points. So it says, can I have a shout out? Yeah, everybody, Mac E8Q, go ahead and kind of ask him about his content as well. Go ahead and put your gamer tag here, or your YouTube name, or your Twitch name, or wherever you're watching from, and wherever you stream and make content. Go ahead and put it down here. If not, just a cool shout out here for Mac. All right, College Juice Chick is in there. He was in there for a play. Looks like he's coming out. Did his part blocking. He is a great scheme fit for the 49ers here. One of the better players, in my opinion, who does not get a lot of praise by too many people. But Kyle Juszczyk is definitely one of the better players here for the 49ers. Let's see. They're already inside the 10 here. They are going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They have a lead block there with Kittle. It looks like he's going to get close to the first down, but they're actually spotting him to get the first down. I don't think he got there, but interesting, definitely. So it looks like they're going to give them the first down here based on the spot that they're choosing. But yeah, a really good scheme fit there. Kittle's a good blocker. Juszczyk is a good blocker. Juwan Jennings is a good blocker. McCaffrey, all he needs is one block, and he can make some other people miss. He's very strong, very agile, quick on his feet. So all he needs is one. But it looks like they took Christian McCaffrey out there. So for you fantasy owners, it's not very good. But they're going to give the ball there. I forgot his name. He used to be a commander. His name is also Robinson. So it looks like they should bring McCaffrey in pretty soon. Again, maybe limiting some of the snaps that he's taking. Keep him healthy going into the last stretch of the season, as well as getting close to the playoffs there. So don't want to use him up and make him more injury prone for sure. But it looks like we'll get a timeout here from the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan was running down the field. Did not like what he was saying there from what the defense was for the Colts, as well as his offense looked a little bit discombobulated, to say the least. But how about y'all? How are you guys doing on this Monday night? What do you guys have planned for the week going into the Christmas holiday? Go Christmas Eve is upon us and Christmas Day is upon us too. Let me know what you guys are planning to do. Visit family, go to church, go see a light festival, drive through light, kind of not simulator, but like a little path there where they set up a whole bunch of lights and cool inflatables and all that. Let me know down in the comments, guys. And it looks like McCaffrey gets the pass there for the touchdown. So the 49ers make it a quick and easy 7 points off the turnover, as I'm assuming here that they will get the extra point. I don't think that their kicker will miss it. So I'm putting my reputation on the line here, boys and girls. But yeah, 7 points off the turnover for sure, I believe, as we are about to get the field goal kick up, and the extra point is good. 14-7 here. 49ers are now leading. So definitely a good matchup so far. Turnovers might be the story here when it's all said and done. So definitely, the Colts are not going to want to turn this ball over anymore. They are already behind the sticks here, as they did get the ball in the first for the first drive. So they definitely need to play the clock here, as we are still in the first quarter. Get as many points as possible, maybe get a stop against the 49ers, because they will be getting the ball back after halftime, which is no bueno for the Colts. Okay, let's see. Looks like Dizzle and I both chose the 49ers, so it really does not matter too much. Looks like everybody chose the 49ers. Actually did pretty good this week. I like it. Sitting at second place. Waiting Word is also there right behind me on my heels. Pretty cool. Yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments. How are you doing? Do you have fantasy implications? Are you guys in the playoffs here? I sadly just lost in every single playoffs that I was in. I was in all four. I think I lost in three. But yeah, last week, in the first week of the playoffs, I lost in our Dynasty League. Really sad about that. But the guy that I lost to is just about getting ready to go to the championship. So I may have lost to the champion himself. But yeah, definitely not fun losing here. A lot of my guys just, for lack of a better term, did not play up to standards. They crapped the bed for sure. Guys like Javonte Williams, Brees Hall. I have a Donnie Mitchell, McBride. Kittle here is getting me some good points, but it won't be enough in my opinion. And yeah, a lot of guys like Pittman still playing right now. Addison, Seahawks defense as well, did not play very well at all. In my other league, I got stomped on. One team has Jared Goff, Etienne Henderson, Puka Nakua, who went off this week, Kyle Pitts, McCaffrey, and James Cook, a monster of a team for sure. He has gone back-to-back weeks of scoring 175 plus. Last week, I believe he scored like 220 points or something in a league where 160 is pretty high. So definitely playing lights out there. Again, in that league, I had Javonte Williams, Marion Hampton, Amon St. Brown, Bowers, Sutton, and Williams there, from Kyron Williams from the Rams. So my guys didn't play too bad. I put up 129 points, but again, he's putting up monster numbers. So he may be the guy who goes and wins this league. Okay, so back to this game here, 14-7. Philip Rivers has the ball. It is now 2nd and 2 here. So Philip Rivers looking like where he left off. Pretty good for him. I'm pretty happy for this guy, to be honest. So but let's see what they do here. Definitely kind of rooting for the Colts, but we'll see what happens. Jonathan Taylor there getting the rock and running the ball as hard as he can, getting the first down there on the 2nd and 2. Got about 4 or 5 yards. So 1st and 10 now. Colts are approaching the 50-yard line. So they are almost in 49er territory. Let's see. A lot of audibles here. Philip Rivers still knows how to run an offense here. Looks like pass protection is looking good. But yeah, very good tight coverage there. Philip Rivers goes back to pass. He finds a tight end here, and they get the first down. Drew Ogletree. Nice. So Philip Rivers, 7 for 10, 92 yards, a touchdown in the first quarter. Looking like prime Philip Rivers again. Can still sling the rock. Love to see it. Ooh, just a little high there, Philip. But still with great pocket presence. This line is also doing really good for him in blocking. So definitely a benefit for Philip Rivers there. Oh, I like this bunch offense here. Oh, got Alec Pierce again for a first down. Really good so far. Yeah, he found the pocket there in the zone defense with the man corners. Yeah. Linebacker zone read. Oh, end around here to Downs. Oh, he gets tripped up. Only a few yards there. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 probably. Philip Rivers already with 109 passing yards in the first quarter. Wow. Yeah, they're just slinging the rock here, man. Love it. The 13th passing play there. That is crazy. Philip Rivers has more yards passing in this quarter alone than he did in the entire game against Seattle. 121 yards passing here, 120 in the entire game against Seattle. Philip Rivers has found his stride for sure. But there's a holding call here. Jonathan Taylor. His great run gets erased. Bum, 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 bum.
Domino's new spicy chicken bacon ranch is looking hot. Is that drizzled with? Ooh, fire. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99. Only at Hey, I'm looking to get it.
Alrighty. So it still is 14-7 here. Looks like we are going to go into the second quarter with that score. So I would change up this scoreboard right here, so that way it can reflect what's going on. Even though the Colts are driving here, they could end up scoring a touchdown. So I might have to change this again. So I might end up waiting just a little bit, if none of y'all are going to get angry about it. It's Christmas time, favorite time of the year. Some little bears here on the Zen page for YouTube. Just out there chilling. And we're back. Monday Night Football. Yeah, Philip Rivers dissecting here. Oof. Batted ball here. Let's see. Going to run the rock here. Only going to get about 1 yard. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 9 here.
Noon went through a high ankle sprain at Arizona week 11. He missed 3 games and they get him back. They get him back. The head coach, Coach Robinson, is inactive tonight. He has been primarily a special teams player. They also brought him back to practice squad. Eric Kendrick.
Phillip airing it out. And there's a touchdown again to Alec Pierce. Oh, yes. Alec Pierce putting on a clinic here. Wow. That's why I did not change the scoreboard. There was a chance that. And then there's pass interference on the defense. It's going to be declined, obviously. And the score soon here is going to be 14-14. Wow. Phillip Rivers came to play. So did Alec Pierce, obviously. But a great throw, only where his wide receiver could get it. Basically looked like he was almost untouched. And the field goal is good. Almost was not. Yeah, 14-14 here. What a great game so far by these two ball clubs. And Phillip Rivers and his entire family in the box there, his 10 kids, I believe, and his wife. That's so awesome. Lots and lots of kiddos there. Obviously, he is also a grandfather. I believe he has one grandkid so far. His eldest. I think one of his older children. I don't know if it's his eldest, but they had a kid. And so he's a granddad tossing the rock in the NFL. Love to see it. It's so crazy this year that we've seen. It was not on my bingo card to see Phillip Rivers come back and play. But definitely something that I'm not mad at, you know. These commercials are funny. So yeah, kind of a slow Monday Night Football here, everybody. I mean, not the game, but here in the chat, it's a little slow. So if you guys have any comments, go ahead and comment down below. We really appreciate it. I see somebody on Twitch, somebody on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. But Alec Pierce has his second touchdown of the night. And we have kickoff here. So basically, start the second quarter. Still 14 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Pretty good run back. We have an injury here for an Indianapolis Colts player, so they said we'll be taking a break, so I'm pretty sure we'll go to some type of commercial. And here it is, LeBron James and Kevin Hart. Yeah, this is the first home game for Philip Rivers, so also pretty cool. As his, I don't think his family lives in Indianapolis, obviously, but maybe they all just came on a plane because Philip Rivers flew them out. But basically, all his entire family, like I said earlier, is there in one of those sweet boxes, and they finally get to see their dad at the age of, I believe, 44, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that, but yeah, in his mid 40s, obviously, still slinging the rock, coming back after his retirement. So his 10 kids, yeah, age of 44, 6'5". I mean, crazy. Still slinging it. And it seems like he just had another kid. So I think there's a baby. Wow. He just keeps popping out these kids. Good for him. I mean, if that's what he wanted as a big family, then that's awesome. But yeah, I was looking up a little thing here. It says Philip Rivers had the last of his 10 kids during his time retired from the NFL. So he has 10 kids. They're age of 23, 20, 19, 17, 15, 14, 12, 10, 6, and 2. So just 2 years ago is when he had his last kiddo. But now he is a grandfather. So he does have a grandchild. I'm assuming from his eldest daughters, either Hallie, Caroline, or Grace. But yeah, one of the coolest grandpas out there, to be honest. It's pretty cool. All right, 1st and 10 here for the 49ers after getting a first down with Christian McCaffrey run. Oh, a pass there to Jawan Jennings, and Adonai Mitchell breaks it up. And I believe it was Lisa Salters. I don't remember exactly who. Um, one of these announcers just got inducted into the Announcers Hall of Fame. So that's pretty awesome. See, 2nd and 10 here. McCaffrey in the backfield. They're going to fake it to him, sling the rock there, and it looks like Kendrick Bourne. So another first down and 10. They are now in Colts territory, somewhere around the 45-yard line. So creeping up again into another scoring position here. And it looks like they're looking at this ball here to see if this was a catch. Looked like he tucked it, but are they going to count that as making a football move? So let's see if they're going to count this as a catch. I think it should be a catch. He tucked it, so I think that's like considered a football move, even though he was going to the ground. So we shall see. Ooh, so they're not counting this as a catch. Very interesting indeed. Go. First down and 10 here for the 49ers. Sorry, I was changing something on the Discord. Oh, there's McCaffrey. Going for a big run. Not too bad. Seems like both of these defenses cannot contain the offenses of the Colts and the 49ers on both sides. So it looks like this one will get stopped for about 1 yard. Caffrey again. Getting a first down. Wow. McCaffrey is very good. Brian Robinson there with about a 5-yard run. Looks like this 49ers offensive line is getting whatever they want here against the defensive line of the Colts. George Kittle with the touchdown. So it looks like this game is going to be very high scoring. I mean, going pretty crazy already. So field goal, extra point is up. It is good. 49ers are up 21-14. Barely midway through the second quarter. So still have a lot of time to play here.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. Building on my progress with help.
But yeah, 21-14 here, guys. 49ers versus the Colts. We are on a obviously commercial break. But so far so good. I think this game will hopefully slow down later into the second half, but we will see. Obviously, right now, still excited that it is a good game, but we'll see which team breaks away or if Philip Rivers can keep up with the 49ers. So obviously that one turnover switched it up here where the 49ers have had their third possession and have 21 points in that time. Colts have had 3 possessions as well, one of them ending in a fumble. And the Colts only have 14 points on the board because their third possession did not end in any points. But so far, a good Monday Night Football game. We've had Alec Pierce have 2 touchdowns for the Colts. George Kittle have 1 touchdown for the 49ers. McCaffrey have 1 touchdown, as well as Demarcus Robinson have a touchdown. So 3 different guys having touchdowns here for the 49ers, all thrown by Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy has 3 passing touchdowns in the first half. Boom. Okay, we got kickoff here, 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. A pretty good, decent run back here for the Colts, but there's a flag, so it looks like we might have like a block in the back or a holding call on the Colts here. But it looks like Philip Rivers is ready to go again. So they'll push them back just a little bit here. But yeah, Brock Purdy, 7 for 9, 89 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers, 10 for 15, 137 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions for either one of these quarterbacks. Definitely very, very good. Okay, so Jonathan Taylor gets the pass there. About 5 yards. Both teams have exactly 164 yards of offense. So, pretty good even game here, despite the one turnover by the Colts. That is what has tipped the scales thus far, which is why the score is 21-14 in favor of the 49ers. But it looks like Phillip Rivers, for the first time here in this game, will get sacked. So, yeah, this is a sack way back there. So, it's going to be a pretty long third down here. So, it looks like the Colts are already going to be behind the sticks a little bit more. So, now it's 3rd and 12. Obvious passing down. Phillip Rivers running a little bit. Gets the pass here to Pittman. And it looks like it's going to be about a 4th and 2 here, deep in their own territory. It's most likely going to be a punt here as Phillip Rivers unhooks his chin strap. So almost got it, but just a little bit shy there. But a good effort. Good effort after giving up a sack. But yeah, again, for you guys there watching there, what are your plans for Christmas? Let me know down in the comments wherever you're watching. I will get them here. So, for my Christmas, we just bought a new house. So, my parents are actually coming up here. So, we've been pretty busy, which is why I have this screen right here. Because back there, behind all this fake screen, this green screen, basically, I do not have anything set up yet. So hopefully sooner or later we'll get a couple of things ready and set up pretty soon. And within a few weeks, I'm hoping to display everything behind me with my setup. But again, we're focusing on the interior of the house versus my little area where I do my podcast. So We'll get her done soon. Brock Purdy back to pass. Gets hit really bad. Wow. It looked like that ball kind of got hit, and somehow the tight end caught it midair as he was coming back, and he took it. If not, that would have been a fumble, and it could have been very likely the Indianapolis Colts recovering it. Wow. Very fortunate there that he was in the backfield. So 2nd and 7 here. Brock Purdy again throwing back there, slinging it. Christian McCaffrey could not get to that one. Just a little bit farther out of his reach. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey here, most career scrimmage yards per game, 116, only behind Jim Brown and Barry Sanders. So Christian McCaffrey, definitely one of the best to ever do it at the position. Very much a Swiss Army knife. So definitely watching a hopeful future Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Doesn't have any rings to prove it or anything as Kittle gets the ball there, but obviously, again, pretty good. Mac here, he says, "Yo, I am back. What is up, Mac? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming back." This may be a game where, if it's not popping here in the comment section, I may just end this at halftime, go enjoy the game myself, and kind of get some more house stuff done before I have to shower and go to sleep. So we'll see, guys. If you are watching, invite a friend if you want me to be on. I don't mind at all, but obviously I don't want to be on here if it's just me watching the game, you know. As they show Sauce Gardner there, who has a calf injury that he has missed his 3rd game now. So let's see, 1st and 10 here on the 49ers' own 33-yard line. They hand it off to none other than Christian McCaffrey. So 2nd and 7 here. So he brought Purdy back to pass. He's got a lot of time back there. Finds the open receiver there. Elijah Moore has a little slip up, but finds the open space there and gets about a 20-something yard catch. So it looks like now the 49ers are on the other side of the field into Colts territory. I believe just a little bit out of field goal range, as this one would be about a 50-something yarder. But they hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey, and he makes it just a little bit more manageable. 2 yards there. 2nd and 8 now. Yeah, 49ers using all of their available players here in Lucas Oil Stadium and bringing the whole playbook out pretty much. And there is Kittle again. Another catch, his second of the drive here. And now they are deeper into field goal range here, where they're at. This is currently probably about a 35, 40 yarder, maybe even less. Another pass here. And that looks like Kendrick Bourne. So first down again. So now we are inside the red zone here for the 49ers again. This is where they can definitely break away with this win. There you go. Christian McCaffrey running the ball, gets about 4 yards. They're down to the 7-yard line. As I may as well get this score updated pretty soon. Looks like the 49ers aren't stopping anytime soon with putting points on the board. So they need a statement win here to keep their, not their playoff hopes, because they have a playoff spot already solidified. It's just they want to play for seeding here. They do still have a chance to get the first overall spot if they are to win out. But with winning out, they have to win this game. They have to win their next game, which I cannot remember who it is against for the 49ers. But in week 18, they play the Seattle Seahawks, who currently right now have the number 1 seed spot. 1 game ahead of the San Francisco 49ers if they win today. So I will actually check to see who the 49ers play next week. So next week, the 49ers are going to play the Chicago Bears, which is a pretty tough game. Sunday Night Football, so obviously something to look forward to. But yeah, a pretty good one indeed, in my opinion. So still 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. So basically, at this point in time, we're at the 2-minute warning. San Francisco 49ers are inside the 10. I believe they are at their own 7 right now, or the Colts 7. So they are looking to punch it in again. Probably another Christian McCaffrey touchdown, to be honest. But yeah, so looking pretty good, pretty well oiled. I do believe that 49ers, if they score here, will most likely win this game. We've seen crazier things happen this week with what the Seahawks did, down 16. Came back, won the game in overtime with an extra 2-point conversion. So, seen crazier things happen. So this game is definitely not out of reach if the 49ers score here. But for the sake of the Colts and making this an easier comeback, they would be most gracious for them to stop them here, only give up about a field goal, or just stop them entirely and giving up 0 points. But
What a job Mike Vrabel continues to do on that New England team. They're down at 6 here.
so we have the 49ers here at the 7. Brock Purdy drops back to pass again, throws to Kittle. Ooh, almost made the spectacular one-handed catch. I would have liked that because in fantasy, I still have a very, very 1% slim chance at coming back. But again, I need 24 points from Kittle, and I need Jonathan Taylor not to get any more points. So, like I said, very, very slim chance. But Kittle already has 18 points. Pretty good for him. So, definitely not too bad. So the Colts did good here. Looks like there's only going to be 3 points added on the board here after the field goal kick. So it is 24-14 here for this game. Let me update this scoreboard. We'll do that. A lot of clicking here. But that's basically how I have to do it to update this scoreboard here. I have to edit, change the scoreboard, move things around, and there you go. Now it is 24-14 in favor of the San Francisco 49ers. But a minute and 51 seconds left to go in this first half. The Indianapolis Colts have all 3 timeouts. So definitely they have a lot of time to get a score on the board here, make this game a little bit more in reach. And they will just take the touchback here. Phillip Rivers will get the ball. And let's see what he can do. Obviously, 2 touchdowns already to Alec Pierce. But obviously looking for just a little bit more to make this game within reach as the Colts are playing for their playoff lives here. If they lose this game, they are knocked out of the playoffs entirely, as they do need to win out. Ooh, he's going for it. Could not get it out there for him. So maybe not as accurate in his deep ball passing at this point in time, but definitely still a great quarterback at this point in time. 44 years old, grandfather, just came out of retirement. Really, really cool. Still can't get over it. It's been a crazy year of football. Hands the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. Gets about 3 yards. Nothing too crazy. So it would now be a 3rd and 7. Maybe a little bit more manageable. About a minute and 22 seconds with the clock winding down. Nobody taking any timeouts here. Colts are in no rush. They have 3 timeouts. If they get this first down, they can use their timeouts whenever they need. If not, the 49ers get the ball. They have 2 timeouts. So could put more points on the board here. Ooh, there's a flag here. So the Colts might have been bailed out there as the ball was thrown to Alec Pierce. Hands everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Just looks like a defensive back going for the ball. Wow. I don't like that call. And Josh Downs gets another first down. So definitely within field goal range here. I don't know what that was, but the refs seem to give Josh Downs a little nudge there. Santa Claus likes it. It says first down. So far, really good game. 2nd and 7. Colts are driving. Clock winding down. They still have 3 timeouts, though. There's a flag. I think it might be a false start. So the right tackle. So the Colts will use a timeout here to not have a 10-second runoff. But there's 2nd and 12 now. 5-yard penalty for the false start. Let's see. Obviously a passing down here for Phillip. He'll dunk it down there to Jonathan Taylor. And we might have another Colts timeout. Yeah, Phillip Rivers was retired for 5 years. Wow. Wild. Or close to 5 years, obviously. Very, very impressive. 175 yards passing today. Wowza. .25 seconds left to go. 3rd and 4 here. They are in field goal range, a yard outside of the red zone. Tosses the rock up. Warren, the rookie, cannot get there. So it looks like the Colts will go for the field goal here. They will opt to make this a 1-possession game. Yeah, that pass was on Phillip Rivers there. It was a pass that was not well, he didn't put all his effort into it, Could have been better. Maybe they'd have a first down inside the 10-yard line. But other than that, they do get the points on the board. So it is now 24-17 as I update this scoreboard. Still in favor of the 49ers here, but still a game within reach for sure. 17 seconds left to go in the second quarter. I do believe that I will not be coming on for the second half. Not very many comments. Obviously, you guys can continue to watch the game. But I would rather go get showered, finish some stuff here at the house as the Christmas season is coming along. Maybe do a little bit of work here for my power rankings video that I will release on Thursday. So yeah, that's what we'll do, guys. I will go ahead and comment the Discord here in the comment section. So go ahead and join the Discord if you want. We have a bunch of stuff there. You can copy that URL and go ahead and join. Make an account, join. That is our group of footballers, NSP footballers, whatever they want to call themselves as our fan base. But yeah, join it. We talk about football. We talk about fantasy football. We talk about life. Talk about anything and everything. So if you would like to join, go ahead and join there. Thank you very much. 11 seconds left to go in this second quarter. I do believe that maybe they will just kneel this out and take this into the second half. But with the field goal kicker getting ready for kicks, I do believe that they are not going to do that, actually. So they might be going for a score here, maybe getting another field goal in. Obviously, the Colts playing a little bit of deep prevent to keep the 49ers out of field goal range as they have the ball on their 40. So Brock Purdy steps back, looks for a little bit, wasting a lot of time. Does find somebody, and he goes out of bounds. Kendrick Bourne there, but still a little bit far there for a field goal kick. Let's see if they bring out the field goal kicker or if they're going to go for something like a Hail Mary here at the end of the half. 3 seconds left to go. It looks like they're going to try the field goal kick here with Pinheiro. It'll be somewhere around a 60-something yarder. So obviously we've seen a lot of people do it. This is an enclosed type of stadium, so 64 yards attempt might be doable here for Pinheiro. So let's see. The kick is up. Does it have the distance? It is on the crossbar and got rejected. So just a foot more, and he may have gotten that to go his way into the field goal, but directly down the middle. I mean, what a good attempt there for a 64-yarder, but crazy. Yeah, just directly on that crossbar. Again, maybe like 3 or 4 inches more distance there, and he could have gotten that, but a good try. But thank you guys all for being here. I will be not be getting back on after the half, so enjoy the game, guys. Leave some comments down below. Join the Discord, as I did commented down there on YouTube. And other than that, guys, thanks for joining back for the first Monday Night Football Live in 3 weeks for me. So love y'all, appreciate y'all, and keep on grinding. Hey, Ollie, thanks. Have a good one, man.